the girl awakened to a supernatural ability to hear the voices of antiques. Every time someone tried to bully her, the antiques would grant her strength, helping her drive away those who tried to hurt her. Later she went to the antique market to hunt for bargains. At that moment, she immediately recognized that the lampstand sold by a man was an antique with a history of 200 years, but the vendor insisted it was a fake. He only offered $10,000 to buy it. The man said his mother still needed $30,000 for surgery and asked the vendor to raise the price, but the vendor said it was none of his business. He even lowered the offer to $8,000. The man reluctantly agreed to sell the lampstand, but the girl stepped in to stop him. The vendor quickly told her to shut up, then used the man's sick mother to pressure him. He even tried to grab the lampstand by force, but the girl blocked him each time. The vendor mocked her, asking if she could even tell what was real. Hearing this, the girl explained the history of the lampstand and said it could sell for up to $1 million. The onlookers who heard her explanation became interested in the antique. Some even started bidding for it on the spot. Eventually the lampstand sold for $800,000. The vendor was instantly furious with the girl. The crowd believed the girl was an expert. They encouraged her to point out the most valuable item at the stall. The vendor challenged her to pick anything. What he didn't know was that the girl could hear the voices of antiques. Every antique was calling out to her, but the girl focused on a piece of jade pendant. The vendor became visibly nervous. The onlookers praised the girl's judgment. To their surprise, the girl put the pendant down and chose a plain-looking jade seal instead. The crowd immediately burst into laughter, saying the jade seal was clearly fake, telling the girl to go home and play with her toys. Just as the girl was about to reveal the seal's value, the vendor interrupted her again. He also insisted it was a fake and offered to sell it for just $50. The girl didn't hesitate and paid the $50. Then she brought the jade seal to an antique shop. She asked the shop owner to purchase it, but the owner ignored the seal completely, saying he didn't accept any counterfeits. After her repeated requests, the owner reluctantly examined the jade seal. To his surprise, he noticed something unusual. He said it was an imperial jade seal with a history of 3,000 years. He offered to buy it for up to $5 million. The girl accepted the offer without hesitation, but the good times didn't last. The vendor's boss soon found the girl. The man challenged her to a competition. Each person would buy 3 antiques. Whoever had the highest total value would win the $5 million. The crowd said the man was bullying the girl, but to everyone's surprise, the girl accepted without fear. She even raised the stakes. The loser would give all their antiques to the winner. The man agreed to the terms. As the contest began, the man quickly bought his 3 antiques, but the girl chose a calligraphy brush, a book the vendor had been sitting on, and a broken clock from the trash pile. The man's antiques were appraised at $1.6 million total, but the girl's items were valued at just $100. Just then, an antique master arrived to watch the crowd. He immediately recognized the calligraphy brush as a one-of-a-kind piece from a famous calligrapher 1700 years ago. Its minimum value was $10 million. At that moment, everyone was completely stunned.